On this edition, we're on the track with Portuguese brothers Evo and Rui Oliveira.
We get happy and we don't get frustrated, maybe because, oh, he's my brother and he's getting all the attention. No, I don't think that never happened to us, and I think we get delight for each other when we win a medal.
Mitchelton Scott's Adam Yates reviews and assesses his GC chances in 2019.
For me, Torino is always really the big goal, the first big goal of the season. I work as hard as I can, and if I'm good on the day, I'm good on the day. If not, then we need to change some things in training.
But before all of that, Michael Mathews takes us on a trip down memory lane.
I'll just turn it totally on silent.
Right, let me give you that.
Holy dolly, that's a TV. It's massive.
So hit space when you're ready.
What year was this actually? 2011, I think?
At 28, Michael Mathews can afford to take a trip down memory lane. Ever since his debut season with Rabobank in 2011, the Australian's career's been a continuous story of ups and downs. Through it all, he's delivered on the enormous expectation, and there's a sense there's more to come.
And this is me thinking I'm a rock star, I think, walking through Beverly Hills. I think I just moved to Europe, so I was living in Belgium. Not really knowing what the next step was, just living from day to day, basically. Yeah, looking back now, I was really had no idea what I was in for, what the roller coaster ride was going to be like. Is that a good one?
In recent years, spring has become a remarkably busy period for Mathews. Such is his versatility, one-day races from the Belgian opening weekend right up until the new-look Liège-Bastogne-Liège are all ones he could win. But such an intense block of racing isn't phasing the Sunweb star.
Just to be able to race for a team and for a team to totally support me in the races that I'm really targeting, to have the full backing from everyone around me supporting me, and for me to get out on the bike and do what I love every single day, it's so much fun. I've been working for 3.5 months. It's a lot of mixed emotions going on at the moment, with lots of positives and some negatives, not really knowing how you're going, so yeah, it's really exciting.
So far this season, a missed move at Omloop Het Nieuwsblad and a race-ending crash at Paris-Nice seems almost a replay of what was a desperately unlucky 2018 spring campaign. One that started off in the worst way possible.
It was difficult, mentally really difficult. Crashing in my first race and breaking my shoulder was, yeah, not what I expected, obviously. It was probably one of the most difficult times of my career, really. And then, yeah, all through the classic season, some doctors were telling me to race, that I was okay to race. Some doctors saying you shouldn't race because your shoulder is going to make it worse. So in my head, it was really, I didn't know what to do. It was all really a bit of a, yeah, what's the word? Really like a tornado year.
But bouncing back has become somewhat of a trademark, and 2018 was a prime example. After much soul-searching, World Tour wins in the Tour de Romandie, the Bing Bang Tour, and both Canadian Grand Prix proved once again you should never write off the man from Canberra.
To be able to change it in Bing Bang Tour and then to Blue A and then to Canadian Classics, to be able to change it like that and finish on a high was, yeah, something I didn't think was possible. The people around me kept me really motivated. I started working with a mental coach to be able to keep me focused and know and believe in myself that I was good enough to beat the best guys in the world. And yeah, I was able to change it. With the mental coach, it makes it a lot easier to deal with it, because it's someone that's not indirectly within the team or my family, but someone outside of my circle that will really tell me the honest truth, which I'm not saying the team or my family doesn't. It makes it easier for me to say everything out loud and not be judged on it. think it's working really well, and I'm really relaxed in my mind now, always smiling as I was before, so I think it's working good.
His 2017 switch from the green edge squad has clearly benefited Mathews, not least for winning the green jersey of the Tour de France in that first season. Since then, though, Sunweb's structure and cobbled race know-how has been key to the 28-year-old's development.
I think I've progressed a lot more as a leader in this team. In Green Edge, I was probably just one of the guys. We had so many leaders there that it was quite difficult to really be the leader of the team. The guidelines of this team are much more clear, and everyone knows what they have to do. For me, it's actually a better working environment that I know what I can expect out of my teammates. I've done a lot more recons this year, so to know a lot more about the races, know where I'm at in each race, which climbs are coming up. Yeah, everything to do with the details of the race, but also my positioning on the bike, my efforts out in training to make sure I can have a lot of in-the-seat power rather than out-of-the-seat power, because a lot of the climbs are seated. So I'm learning quite fast, but yeah, there's obviously still a lot more things that I need to learn, but yeah, I'm super excited.
Portugal has never had a track cyclist sent to the Olympics, but two brothers are looking to change all this. Hailing from the city of Porto, the 22-year-old twins, Evo and Rui, grew up surrounded by cycling. With their father, a local team director, and their older brother Helder competing on the road, the pair thrived with illustrious junior careers.
So this is where all the most important medals are. The Europeans, World Cups and World Championship medals are. We have also the jerseys from back then when we start cycling, back when we were 7 years old. And as you can see, he's little.
Yeah, also this one was one of these here
In the elite category.
in the elite category. The last day in
Silver and silver as well.
yeah, he won individual pursuit and I won in elimination. Pretty cool. Was the first race also counting for the Olympics, also important. So.
With podium places at World Championships and European Championships, the brothers have had a string of notable results on the track. With Evo making history by winning Portugal's first ever medal at the Track Cycling World Championships, not to be outdone, Rui has also been placing well in competition, winning bronze at a recent UCI track event on home soil in Portugal.
It's a big moment, not just for him that won, but for me that I'm watching him, and we get happy and we don't get frustrated, maybe because, oh, he's my brother and he's getting all the attention. No, I don't think that never happened to us, and I think we get delight for each other when we win a medal.
For an endurance rider, the road is a priority, but I think it's possible with the experience that they have. They can come to the track and they can do the most important race because they have a background that with not too much specific preparation, they can do the important race like continental championships, world championships, and so on, and maybe to go to the next Olympic Games in Paris.
I'm missing a lot of gold. I'm constantly doing the second place, and it's something that I like. Is because I'm good to be on the final, but I want to win the gold for sure, and it's something that I don't hide. I want to win the gold medal on pursuit and also qualify for Tokyo. That for Olympics, that's the main goal also.
It's totally insane. It's a dream that everyone wants, like when you're a kid, and I'm not different. I want to be in the Olympics, especially on the track. I think it's quite hard to get there. You just have to, you have 4 years to get points and qualify for Worlds, qualify for World Cups. It's not an easy task, but you know, you just keep progressing, and I think we are in a good path to get there.
It's very important for us, for the country, to have a Rui and Evo talent rider with a big future and an example for the other riders and for the other young riders.
We never had a team in Olympics in track cycling. So I think in 2020, I think will be something huge for our country, for ourselves and also for our cycling, our country, yeah.
But not just content with track success, the two have also been developing on the road. They've spent the past 2 seasons at the Hagen's Berman Axion team, a renowned developer of talent. And the brothers are now signed with UCI World Tour Team UAE Team Emirates for the 2019 season.
Another world being in a World Tour team. And I really enjoy to be with people that I was looking on TV a few years ago, and now I'm standing with them and being partners of them. And I'm really proud and looking forward to race along them and being able to help us.
I just want to be able to do the best races in the World Tour calendar. I think maybe one day do the Tour de France, starting with the Grand Tours as well, the other ones, and who knows, one day just be able to do Tour de France and those classic races, the best ones. It's my passion, it's what I've been doing since I was a kid. I feel it when I'm racing, when I'm outside, I just feel it like real passion for this. Yeah, that's how I think that's how you keep like motivated. It's your sport, you just love it.
This year I have to do more racing. I enjoy racing, and sometimes when you're at home training all the time, sometimes it gets a bit mentally fatiguing. When you're at the race, it's fresh, it's new, and yeah, I enjoy it a lot. So Torino, Catalunya, in between Catalunya and Basque, there's 7 days. So yeah, bang, 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 race, 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 and then hopefully have a small break. My off-season, I always take it quite easy miles, base miles, and yeah, before Valencia, I hadn't really done any intensity, but it just shows when you put the work in and you put the hours in, you always return to a good level, a level similar to what you finished the last season in.
In cycling, every second counts, and few know this better than Adam Yates. The British GC contender has had a breathless start to 2019. After an early season win in Valencia back in February, he headed into March's Tirreno Adriatico with fine form and gunning for overall victory. In what would prove to be an unforgettable week of racing, Yates' Mitchelton Scott teammates helped him kick off his GC challenge.
For me, Torino is the first big goal of the season. I work as hard as I can, and if I'm good on the day, I'm good on the day. If not, then we need to change some things in training. But the training I do and the efforts I do in training, it gives me confidence for when I'm racing, so.
Well, he's got a bike length now, and Roglic just letting the wheel slip, and here it goes. I wonder if he knows that. Yates, he's just hurt him, and now he has to really make this one stick, Adam Yates. These are key moments for his hopes of winning the overall here.
With the leader's jersey on his back and just a 25-second buffer to Primož Roglic heading into the final stage time trial, Yates knew he had his work cut out. Despite a solid effort from the punchy climber, the difference was not enough as he conceded the overall victory to the Slovenian by 1 agonising second.
Yates is still just about within the time that he needs to hold on to. 4 seconds, now only 3 seconds and a kilometre still to go. It's going to come down, is it, to the final second? His team DS screaming in his ear, encouraging him now. Hold nothing back.
I did the best I could. 25 seconds was not really enough. You know, I held the position as long as I could. Not much more I could do. The strongest man won. For sure next year I'll be back and hopefully I can come back stronger and finally win this trident.
When I first joined the team, it was a team of sprinters, really, sprinters and TT guys. Since then, we've progressed and we've started tagging GC more. In 2016, it was a good year at the Tour de France. Yeah, I managed to finish 4th overall and with the white jerseys. So far, I think we're going in the right direction. Especially with the Tour, you have to have a little bit of luck on your side. Last year in the Tour, I had 4 or 5 crashes. Last year, my brother won the Vuelta, so it just shows that all the progression, all the new signings of all the climbers and the guys that have been riding the flat and on the windy stages, it's all geared towards the general classification. When somebody's leading, it doesn't really matter who it is. It could be Simon, it could be Esteban, it could be Jack Haig. If they're on good form and they've shown that they can perform in the race, the team will work for them. And that's just how it works in Michelin-Scott.
Cycling in Flanders is something unique because we have all these cobble roads, we have these short steep climbs, we have these special landscapes. Whenever the weather's changing, whenever the riders come outside and start just riding the cobbles, it's something special happens.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone who epitomizes the culture of cycling in Flanders more than Frederik Bekaert. In a region where cycling is everything and the fans can rub shoulders with their heroes on a daily basis, where better to learn Bekaert's story than his local cafe in Mikkelbeke, East Flanders.
Hello. Oh.
This is Birpoche. It's a local cafe, and this is also a supporters club of mine. Not only for me, also for another local rider, a young guy, also for Club Rouge, the football team, the local football team, and there's a head club too, all sorts of clubs here. Serge is the holder of the cafe, and I see him often. He always calls me every race. We pass here often too on the classics, right before the Berendries. He's always standing outside. Also the people who come and drink here. Whenever there's a race, this is full of people. That's where it all started for me. We always went watching on the Berendries. Back in the days when Johan Museeuw was still riding, Johan Museeuw, Peter van Petegem also, he was also from Brakel, from around. And that's where it all started for me.
Growing up at the foot of one of the most iconic climbs of the Tour of Flanders meant cycling was always in Bekaert's life, but so was something else. His family farm, where he still lives and even works today.
The farm is only 200 meters away from here, so the other side of the church. We have a dairy farm. We also have a cheese makery. So the farm includes my mom, my dad, my uncle, and sometimes me. Not full time, of course, because I'm a rider. But whenever I can help a little out. Especially in the evenings, I help milking, work on the cows, whatever there's to do on the buildings or the machinery. Always something to do.
After 5 seasons riding with Wanty Group Gobert, the farm work almost became Bekaert's full-time occupation in 2019. But a late contract offer from the team eventually came in January, and Bekaert's cycling dream could continue. Now firmly back amongst the Wanty ranks, Bekaert is starting to work towards a return to a race he has fond memories of. With the Belgian team receiving their 3rd consecutive invite to the Tour de France, the 28-year-old is dreaming of repeating the breakaway exploits he displayed in the first week of the 2017 edition.
Tour de France was something completely different, like super hard. Can't really describe it with any other road race. I knew that since I wasn't the climber, since I wasn't the sprinter, I should have gone in the breakaways. It was my only chance to be in the picture, maybe have like a little chance on staying up front. So I tried that for 3 times, I think, and we always got caught, of course, for the finish line. But still, people kind of liked it when you are in the breakaway, and that's where you get attention, of course.
Bacard's chances of bagging a place on the start line in Brussels this year may very much depend on his performance in the races closest to his home and his heart. Luckily, come the Flemish Classics, a little local knowledge never hurts.
In racing, it's like a sort of an advantage you have because you know all the roads. You know all the corners here, you know all the small roads, the narrow roads, the pits in the road, the small climbs, you all knew them, so which makes it like a huge advantage for us riders, local riders, to race here. I never do cobbles on training rides, usually, which is weird in a way, because whenever you're racing, as a Flemish guy, you like the cobbles, of course. But racing and training is so different, and just on training it kind of like hurts when you are riding on a cobble, so you never do it. Some countries just don't have it the way we have it. The races really live here. You grow up with it.
That's it for this edition, but please join us next time. Until then, keep up to date with us on social media.